All right. So if you go to our client list now from comfortdevelopers.com, you have a list of few of our clients. And I can tell you how much each of the client pays for their website. Like, for example, this first one, cashgain.ng pay above 500,000 for his website. It has to do, there are different types of websites which I will be discussing along the line. So the first one here pay 500,000. This Tisa Logistics pay 150,000. This particular one pay 80,000. This one pay 95,000. This one pay I think 120,000. So this one pay 150,000. You can open this. This is an e-commerce platform. We have a list of them like that. We just add some of them are in Nigeria, some are outside the country. Like this particular client, he has been chatting with me a couple of minutes ago. He has been a regular client for more than 3 to 4 years. I've built several websites for him, and as I'm talking to, he's in the UK. He's one of our clients in the UK. So your location does not matter. Your location does not matter. It doesn't matter where you are. You can make money all around the world from this particular skill. Where I'm going to show you, and for those who are in the premium class, I will be personally mentoring you after this class. So before we go ahead, you can see some of the website. You can see some of them here. This is an e-commerce platform. It's a firm in Ibadan. I think he has a firm in Ibadan. So they are majorly selling apps. They are into herbal products, and you can see that this Omega Ministry. You can see a whole list of them, and you can see these are websites. We'll build website for churches, for NGOs, for as many. So if you are just joining, kindly mute yourself. The class is ongoing now. But I will click. I have a platform that register. Button Up Online Store. Button Online Store will be used for today's training. So if you have your pen and biro, if you have your biro and book, or your pen and book, or whichever name you call in your location, just pick up your book and you will start putting down some of the things that I will be talking to you about in this class. So before you build a website, there are various things you need to know. And some of the things I'll be discussing with you. Remember, I said I've been doing this over the year. And these are things I've been doing. I've built house from it. I bought car, buy landed properties, do a lot of things. Those who know me can testify to what I'm saying. At least I think I have few people who know me from the group. They can testify to what I'm saying. This is what I've been doing over the year. I have trained people who have started a business, who are doing fine. Those who have started a business in Osogbo, in Abuja, in different locations of the world. But right now, my major focus is expanding to different locations in Africa and the rest of the world, and see how they can improve their earning through digital skill. All right. So this is the domain we'll be using, and I'm going to delete everything we have inside this domain. Okay. So if you are just joining, please mute yourself now. You can just be listening. If you can see my screen, and I'm sure you all can see my screen. Hi. All right, Abubakar is saying something. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, turn off your audio system, please. Let's be orderly, because this class is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I can assure you, after this class, and I'm going to send the videos. I'm going to send the video because of the okay, let me quickly do something for participants. Let me disable the audio. Okay, let me do that from participant settings. Just wait a minute. Okay, I don't need to enable waiting room. Okay, don't worry. Please mute yourself. I think I've muted those who are just joining us as well as you are joining. So if you have your pen and book with you, quickly put these things down. For you to build a website, number one, you need domain name and hosting. Domain name and hosting. So I'm going to explain what that one is. Now, what is a domain name? Now, you can see my mouse. Domain name is something like www.comfortdevelopers.com. www.comfortdevelopers.com. Now, is a domain name. Domain name is something that is unique to you. That when you give to someone, they can see your business online. They can see your business online, or they can see, they can buy your products or services or any other thing that you have to offer. They can see some of the jobs you have done. So it depends on the type of website you are building. So after domain name and hosting, they are two things, but we normally buy them together. Sometimes we buy them from the same hosting company. Sometimes we buy them from different hosting company. Please mute yourself. Let's be orderly. Let's be orderly so that we can all enjoy this class. I think I have about 19 of us. Okay, I can't okay, I'm taking that upon myself to mute some people right now, so that we can be orderly and we can all enjoy the class. Can be orderly. Just give me some minutes. I'm doing that right away. Okay. Sorry for that. We just have to be orderly so that that's a time is coming. We're going to all ask questions if you want to, and I'm always be available on the WhatsApp for your question. Okay. I think we always have someone there that is giving that noise. Okay, now domain name and hosting. Now, when you buy domain name and hosting, you will be given what we call your cPanel login. Your cPanel login will be something like your domain name. In most cases, it's usually your domain name / cPanel. It's usually something like domain name / cPanel. All right, it will bring something like what we have here on the screen. So you, by your hosting company, you'll be given a temporary domain name and username and password. Sorry. All right, I want to try and log into this. Okay. Okay, I think I have the wrong username there. Okay, I'm going to try it. Okay, let me try the username and password here.
Keep quiet.
Okay, right. You have a login details. Now, when you were given the username and password, okay, let me save this for future. You have a login details to some, and you have something similar to what I have here. So if I open the domain, if someone is making noise over there. Okay, now when you are given the username and password, you can log in to this interface. All right, when we are done with the we will log into an interface that looks like this. So, and I want to quickly delete everything we have here. This will be used for our training, and our training will be building a website that looks like comfortdevelopers.com. So I will search for something here. Softaculous app installer. Someone is asking a question. Adelume Pelumi said, when will we be through with this class? It's supposed to be an hour class, but it's going to be 30 minutes because we are using a free Zoom version. It's not a paid version. I intend to make it like that so that you guys can have a break. So if you are in the meeting kindly, it's going to be 30 minutes session. So we're almost running to the end of the first 30 minutes. I think we should have less than 20 minutes as we speak right now. So I think I've answered that question. So when you go, so what I'm doing now is I'm removing the functions of the website we have here, right? I want to delete everything here so that we can start on a blank new slate. All right, you are welcome, Precious. So when you okay, this is removed right now. Now, when you have your, when you were giving your username and password from your hosting company, it will be like this. It will be blank like this. The website will be blank like this, and all you need to do is when you get to your cPanel right here. All right, I'll also show you how we can buy domain name and hosting. So when we get to your cPanel right this, before we go into installations and all of this, now the first question is, why do we buy domain name and hosting? Domain name is an address that anybody can access. What is hosting? Hosting is like a web space, like a space allocated for you from the web hosting company to be able to store your files, your website content, your picture, your image, everything you have, your video, your music, irrespective of the type of website that you are designing. Now, right now, some of the things I'll be talking to us, we have different hosting companies, of which as time goes on, as you go on in the training, you will know, and you can directly relate to me on WhatsApp, 0806742163. I will be personally attending to you because my goal this month is to train minimum of 500 people on tech skill globally, who I can actually meet and talk to them and say, okay, this is how you should go about it. The challenge you are facing is how you go about it. I can assist them with, okay, you want to do this, you want to give a company this is what amount. Go ahead and give them this price. Let's see what they are up to and all of that. So you have direct access to me. 500 is my goal this month, but don't forget, I'll be doing this over and over again. And this has been my lifetime. It has been my lifetime assignment. Let me say it's part of my lifetime assignment to empower people, to help people on how they can scale up their finances. All right. So as I'm talking to you now, domain name and hosting. Hosting is like a web space. It's like a space allocated for you. Now, if you want to see hosting company, just Google it. We have hosting company. Though some are reliable, some are not reliable. And as time goes on, as what we may, I will be telling you the ones that I've used with my experience, the ones that are reliable, the ones that are not reliable. As a matter of fact, we're also running a mini hosting company, which you can also buy. But if you don't want to buy from us, it's not a problem. We have several hosting companies that we can relate you with. What they do is they offer you the service and you pay them a token. It can be a monthly offer and it can be a yearly offer. All depends on you and your pocket. They have different package. Just like the way we have different sizes when we want to buy our hard disk, our memory cards on phone. The same way hosting have different sizes, the same way they have a lot of features for each of the sizes. It's a little bit deep for novice, but we are not going to go deeper into all of that. So when we search for hosting company, we have a whole list of them. We have Aonos, we have HostGator. I've used HostGator before, Bluehost, DreamHost, InMotion, GoDaddy, Hostwind. We have, these are international hosting company. We have, please, if you are just joining, kindly mute yourself if you are just joining. All right, if you are just joining, kindly mute yourself. We have GoDaddy. We have a list of them. So then we have another one called Namecheap. I use Namecheap very well and I recommend it to my client. I recommend it to my clients. I use it for them. I help them to host it. I use it personally for some of our projects as well too. And I also help some other company, apart from our home mini hosting, depending on the level of the complexity of the project, determine on the type of server you are going to use. But for the type of training we are going through right now, it is not as complex as as you cannot use some of the hostings that I will recommend. So now when you can log into any of the hosting company, you can search for a domain name. So I'm going to use Namecheap as an example, and I'm going to give you guys okay, you can go to domain name search. Namecheap is not the only hosting company. We have hosting company in Nigeria. For those who are having issue with dollar cards, I can assist you and if you want to pay with dollar cards. But if that is not an issue, for those who don't want to stress yourself with that, we have some hosting companies you can patronize in Nigeria too. We have the likes of Ugo Host, we have like of Killserver and all of that. But if you are trying to build something up, you can always reach out to me and I will assist. I can just send you some of the recommendation. So let me say I want to search for Teach Me Tech class. Now this is the name I want to search. I can click on search. Now you have a list of stuff here. We'll tell you we have less than 10 minutes in this section. And you know what? After this section, I want you guys to go to the general group and just tell us if you are getting something, if there is something. We are going to do that for like 10 minutes after this class. Then we'll come up with another Zoom link for the second class. So I don't want to just be teaching and all of that. If you are gaining value, tell me. If I'm too fast, you are going to tell me and all of that. So now look at this domain name. teachmetechclass.com. We have the price there to be about $10 per year. And the retail is what? $13.98. But you have what we call extension. Whenever you want to buy a domain, we have what we call top level domain, which is the TDL, which is what? .com. In this case, it is .com. We have different extensions, and each of the extensions have its own use. It have its own use. So the first extension, which is .com, means commercial. If you are with your pen, kindly jot that one down. And don't forget, this video is on record, which means that I will be sharing it with you again after this group, after this class. .com means .commercial. That means .com can be used for any type of business. All around the world, it's a commercial. It can be used for commercial business. Any business that is meant to make money, .com can be used for it. Also, we have .net. .net is for network, for networking purpose. If you are creating a networking system, you can use .net. Then we have another one called .org. .org means organization. Majorly can be used for non-governmental organization. All right, like NGO, like churches. Anything that is not governmental, .org is the appropriate. But some people don't know the difference between all these extensions. They'll just pick, if once a domain is available, just say, okay, this is the name I want to use, and just do that. Now, we have .ai, which is for artificial intelligence. We have a lot of them. We have .inc, which is for incorporation, .have for app, .dev for developers, .co.info for information. Now we have some special domains too, like .gov, which is for government. Which, if you want to register the domain, hosting company will not register it for you until you have a certificate, or to have a letter from a government body, Goodness, Mike, I think you need to mute yourself. As you mute. Until you have that from, until you have stuff like that, okay, there's a letter indicating then that you are working for them. You understand? They will not register anything .gov for you. We have .co.uk, of which is, I have a project that I started yesterday. It's from a client in tdmate.co.uk. It's a business in UK. It was just yesterday we started that. That was from a client in UK. And this client is going to pay, converting it as about 200,000 naira for this project. I'm waiting for the content. I haven't proceeded really on this particular project. So let's go ahead. So we have .co.uk, we have .tv, which is what? All these are extension. We have a whole list of them. You can see .site, .inc, .heart, .health, .biz, .live, .world, .club, and also they are much, but the most common ones, we have .com too. We have .com.ng, we have .org.ng, we have .ng. So most of the domain you are going to be using must be related. We have .developer, we have .estate, we have a whole list of them like that. But the most common ones are the .com, .org, the .com, then the .org, .net, .com.ng for people for commercial business in Nigeria. We have .ng to indicate that this business is in Nigeria. We have in different locations of the world like that. All right. So after you have chosen the domain name you want to buy, you are going to click on add to cart. Click on add to cart. Remember, I'm not buying this domain name, but if I'm buying this domain name, I'm going to just add it to cart, and I can look for web hosting here. I have a web hosting here. I can include web hosting. There are different hosting and different prices. We have some other things you can include. You can include SSL as well. You can include web hosting. If you don't really need to include much right now, but you only need to buy domain name and hosting. There are some hosting companies that has SSL by default. What is SSL? SSL simply means secure socket layer. Now, when you open a website and the website have this padlock locked, it simply says that the website is secure. You can see it is locked. The SSL is installed. But some website, and why is it important for a website to be secure? It is important for a website to be secure to prevent it from hackers, number one. Number two, any website that has sensitive information that people can pay with their ATM card, it is important to have security on such a website. So if you're a web designer, and I'm sure a lot of people who are in this group who possibly might be web designer will understand what I'm saying. All right. So that is on that. That's on that. I think I have less than 4 minutes to go on this section. So we buy domain name, you choose and hosting. You choose domain name and hosting, and you can go ahead and make payment. Immediately you make payment, you go to checkout and you will check out. Immediately you make payment, you will be given a cPanel details in your email address. And when you log in, you will have something similar to this. You have something similar to this, of which this is where I'm going to go ahead and talk about some different type of websites that we have. Now, from the group, I know from the post for some of you who joined from different locations and all of that, we have different type of website. We have business websites. An example is comfortdevelopers.com. It's a business website, which majorly about our business, our services, what we do, some of our clients, some of our previous clients. You can open a ticket. You can learn from our online systems too. For as many who want to learn, we have a lot of things like that too. You can learn online. So we have blogs, they have contact us. Now, if you are learning online, we have some courses you can take from this. That's on cdacademy.online. So CD Academy, if you look at this website, this is a normal business website, comfortdevelopers.com, where we tell people what we do. Our client, you can see some of our students here. I was the one here giving them little instructions. We have these are some of our past students. Some of them are have started their own now, own IT. So we have cdacademy.online here. This is an online learning platform. This website is different from this website in the sense that you can pick some courses. You can take some of our courses here. They are actually, all the courses here are affordable. If you want to learn graphic design, if you want to learn web design, you want to learn how to build VTU system, if you want to learn front-end and back-end design, they are all there. You can go ahead and check it as well. This is another type of website. We call it online learning platform. This is a normal business website. So I'm going to open another website, punchng.com. Punch, for those who are in Nigeria, they know that punchng.com is a newspaper company website. And one of the things they do is they share latest information about what goes on around the world, in Nigeria and all of that. So we have them like that. We call this type of website blog. We call this type of website blog. We have other type of website because of our time. We have church websites. We have different type of websites. We have music website. Now, something is common to all of this. And it is the tool that was used to build all of them. So I'm going to check this WP. So to check WP admin. All right. So we build different type of website, cryptocurrency website, all of them. There are different type of website. We use different tools to do that. But right now, we are focusing on the basic of the one you can learn without writing code. All right. Okay, I'm going to change this. So if you look at this, all right. So we have less than 1 minute to go. So this is a news website. If you look at this, when I typed something on a Punch Engine website, it shows something. WordPress. Now it shows another thing WordPress. If you look at this, it also shows something WordPress. These three interfaces are the